The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are those of the hosts and guests and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of the podcast platform, its affiliates, or even the hosts. The information provided is for general informational purposes only and should not be taken as legal, financial, or professional advice. The host and guests are not liable for any errors of omission in the content, nor for any losses, injuries, or damages arising from the use of the information provided. Listeners are encouraged to seek professional advice relevant to their specific circumstances. Now enjoy the show.
What up, peeps? This is RG. We got Lady D1 Mike. Welcome to the Ops.
Welcome. So glad to be here.
Yeah, no doubt.
Right? We are here. We are here.
You are.
It is a struggle to get to this moment of the day because this is the best part of the day. I guess that's why we struggle so much to get to this point of the day.
Yeah, I guess so.
You can say that again, man.
My goodness, man.
Well, y'all know what it is. Welcome to the Ops.
Welcome.
We already did the introductions and all that kind of good stuff. Y'all know this. Y'all know the word. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend and tell a friend and tell another friend to get with one of the up and coming live pods that's on the airways right now.
Indeed.
Yeah, that's all I got. That ain't all I got. I got a whole lot more energy. We gonna bring that energy today.
Right.
What we got for him today, RG?
Oh man, we got LeBron versus Stephen A. Or we could even say TNT versus ESPN because the media street's been kind of hot out here the last couple of days.
Oh.
Yeah, shout out to SNL.
Right. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That's even funnier.
Yeah.
A UFC champion was crowned over the weekend.
Okay.
And I told you.
You did. I didn't act on it, but I did remind other people that RG did say.
Yep, go for the money.
Win. Yep, go with the money.
Okay.
Yep. John Cena's a heel. Shout out to Lady D for reminding me because we were supposed to talk about that last week, so we will definitely talk about that ASAP Rocky. Okay. And March Madness is a week away.
All right.
So tonight we got a lot of stuff. So before we talk about ourselves, I just want to know where we're going. We got pro football. Oh, duh. You know what I'm forgetting, y'all?
What?
The topic.
Oh, the topic.
Yeah, what's the topic tonight?
What does free agency mean in sports, right? You hear everybody using I'm a free agent. Well, what the hell does that mean in sports? And how much does that cost? So we're going to talk about that today.
Let's not just limit it to sports. What does free agency mean to you?
Oh,
boy.
No.
Everybody take a drink. Holy shit.
Right.
Everybody take a drink. Holy moly.
Hey, free agency can mean different things for different people. I'm glad we all took a shot of water or whatever it is that was in your cup.
Yeah.
You at home, I hope you're taking a shot as well.
Because everybody went there like, oh boy.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, I don't want to ain't no point just limiting it to sports. Let's limit it to life.
Yes.
What's up, precious? Hey, wife.
What up, dude? All right, so we got pro football talk, of course, because it's free agency season. We got NBA.
Yes.
Heck, we got a little bit of combat sports, and we got a little bit of baseball. Something really odd happened in baseball. It's happening in baseball in a couple of months. So
okay, all right.
I want to hear that.
Let's go ahead and let's knock football out since the free agency was the hot thing today.
Cool. So, but before I do that, how was your weekend?
Oh, my weekend was amazingly relaxing. And I mean, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't put it no other way. Outside of setting this clock ahead an hour or some crap, that's part of my petty bill. But, you know, I mean, I like the extra sunlight, so I ain't that petty with it. But come on. Hey, do y'all know people that don't Well, I'll wait till we get to Pettyville. I got
Okay.
a few things about Pettyville.
Oh yeah, he's ready.
I got
Oh.
about 3 or 4
I-
things to get off my chest with Pettyville. But
All right, because I got some Pettyville too.
yeah,
Ooh-wee.
Yeah.
and some brand new Mikeism for you. But this
Okay.
weekend has been amazing. Like I said, amazingly relaxing.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Dope.
Precious and IS. Always thank y'all for
Okay.
y'all continued
Shout
support.
out.
And yeah, that's pretty much my week. Oh, I hooped.
How'd you go?
On
How'd you go?
Sunday. Oh, it went
How'd it
pretty good. It went better than last week. Last week was it was rough. I think because I had took a week off and then came back and
The ring
know,
rust.
I didn't feel like Mike. Yesterday I felt like Mike.
Feel like
not
Mike.
Jordan Johnson.
Ah.
No, we talking about the most important Mike.
Cute.
Mike Johnson. That's right. Money Mike Johnson. We talking about the most important one, dog.
But I did. I felt like myself yesterday. So
That's
Extra
that was
dope.
cool. Yeah. What about you, Lady D?
I had a great weekend. I had a visit from a friend. It was nice. Had to hang out and chit chat and talk.
That's
Yeah.
always great. I mean,
Yeah, and
especially
then
if you have like deep conversation with somebody and things of that nature.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's the vibe you be looking for.
Right. We had a deep conversation about important things in life. It was chill.
You
Yeah.
always seem chill. No. Look.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
try to stay there now.
Yeah, you do. You always chill. The background is a little brighter today, I noticed.
Yeah. I'm in a different location. Yeah.
Oh, she got the Airport One energy going. She got the Airport One energy going today, buddy.
I see.
Yeah.
I mean, the
Yeah.
energy always been there, but it's just the light is a little brighter over there. That's all.
Exactly. Yeah. Cool.
You know what else helps? If you go live on Instagram. So my bad for y'all on Instagram waiting for the show to start.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, yeah,
Is it
welcome
too late?
to the Instagram IG fam.
Hey.
Yep. If you missed the first part of the show, it's all important. Watch it on YouTube. My bad, because I forgot to hit play on that too. Man,
Oh,
tell
man.
you.
Things happen.
Yeah.
Like you said earlier, it was a struggle, but we're here.
I
You
think
know?
it's a struggle. I think it's a struggle because of that hour we lost.
You know what? Because I feel like I've been on roller skates all day.
There
It
you
just
go.
feels like it.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Mhm.
But how was your weekend?
Yeah,
I had some restful points, and I've had some hectic points where I've kind of been moving around a lot.
Yeah.
But it's been okay though. It was okay.
Mhm.
The downtime was definitely worth the downtime. I will say that.
Mhm.
100%.
Shout out to you for visiting my
Right.
old stomping grounds, man.
I did, sir. For those who don't know, I went to Mike's old job. He worked at a big boy in Southfield, and I had breakfast there on
Okay.
Saturday morning. And the crazy part was, I didn't realize what it was until I sat down. Like, wait a minute, I know this place, and I instantly start laughing. And they was like, "What are you laughing at?" I'm like, "Oh, this is Mike's old job." And I started thinking about all the old stories about Big Boy. And then the first thing I did was text Mike. He's like, "Hey, is that lady married there?" I was like, "Yeah." Tell her I said hi. And she really remembered you, dude. I really showed her your picture. She remembered you, bro. That was pretty dope.
My manager. That was the first boss I ever had.
Oh.
Yeah, that was the first one. And she's still there. She's still
Oh wow.
like really, really, really cool. My parents still speak to her when they go home.
Mm.
The whole
she
family
really
pretty
nice.
much worked there. That's what's funny. Me,
Yeah.
my sister Brittany, Brandon.
Oh wow.
My cousin Leo.
Your whole family, huh?
yeah. Man, so one of my best friends. I met him there, and we just was a terror in that place.
Okay.
But yeah.
Now the funny part is, she was so cool. She served us. We sat down. We ate. We ate at the buffet. She's like, "Anybody give you a bill?" She's like, "Oh no, I'll just do it right here." If we had been evil people, we could have literally walked out the door.
Left.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but she was so legit. Like, all right, cool.
Don't tell them your other side, RG. Don't tell them that on live here.
No, I don't skip on the bills, right? Because I used to be a waiter a long time ago. So I know how it feels to have horrible human beings to serve, and then you waiting for like $2. And you just want to hit them all with the picture you have in your hand. So I don't do stuff like
I
that.
can see it.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
And then karma. So yeah.
I don't care about the karma. It's just mean. It's just being damn mean.
Right.
Karma. That's just mean.
Forget about karma. It's just
That's
not being humanly right.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
I know that sounds odd coming from me because I say a lot of horrible things, but there is a level to it.
Cynthia's in the building. Hey, Ma.
Hi.
What up, dude?
Awesome.
Mom's in the building.
Yep.
Welcome to the show.
Cool.
So
Okay.
with that being said, Anything else we got to get off our chest before we get into this?
I got a lot of pettiness happening.
You got a lot of. I love it. I mean, I don't love it for you.
Right.
I know for the entertainment aspect of this.
Yes, that's why I cheer.
Okay. You don't have to backpedal. I understand.
That's why I cheer.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and get into some. I don't know. You want to do football first? Knock that out.
Yeah, we can do football.
Okay.
Because football's going to tie into the topic because we got a lot of free agent talk. So it kind of ties into.
Well, maybe
you want to just leave for the top of the hour?
Yeah, let's leave for the top of the hour. Let's go ahead and let's do something else. And y'all wanted to talk about John Cena being a heel. Let's start with that.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Combat sports.
Okay.
Indeed. We're gonna take you back about 2 weeks to this Elimination Chamber. WWE were in Toronto and they had an event called the Elimination Chamber. And pretty much they locked 5 wrestlers in the cage. And the last man standing actually gets a chance at challenging the champion at WrestleMania. For those who don't know, John Cena won. So all you John Cena stands, yay, your hero won again. He has a chance to win his 17th world title, thus eclipsing the legend Ric Flair. Ric Flair is problematic, but he's still our hero, right? Just like most of our heroes. Got it. But the part that got everybody's attention was not John Cena winning again for the 90,000th time. It's the fact that he went heel. And most of us wrestling purists have been waiting for him to do what we know he can do well, is be a bad guy. So, long story short, he wins the Elimination Chamber. The Rock comes out and tries to ask Cody for his soul, which was like the oddest way to, be a bad guy.
That's weird.
And of course, Cody, like most wrestling people, said no. So John Cena says, yay, he stood up to the man. And he gives Cody his big old hug. And then The Rock does this motion with his fingers as if to say, take him out. And he kicks him right in the dick. And they end up beating the living crap out of him.
Oh, wow.
And also, Travis Scott was there. And he punched Cody in the eye, gave him a real black eye in real life. That actually happened.
Wait, when you say they, did The Rock participate with the beatdown?
Yes, he took off a white weight belt and whipped him like Toby off of Roots. And you cannot fake getting whipped with a weight belt. I'm sorry. That was not fake. That was painful.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah, he took out 400 years of aggression on him. That was not cool at all.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know what? It's these stories in wrestling. It's like, I'm just going to say it's cleverly written. That's all I'm going to say.
Indeed.
And, you know what I'm saying? So I much respect to that. Shout out to Talina. Hey. She joined the chat as well.
What up, dude? Thank you for showing up. Appreciate it.
Yep. So, what did we learn from that? What did we gather?
For me, about damn time. Because look, all right. So for those of us who watch wrestling, John Cena has always been the politest jerk ever in life, right? He got famous technically imitating my culture. And then they say, hey, he's awesome. He started feeding kids and doing Make-A-Wish. Cool. But deep down inside, he does a lot of horrible things. He just frames it as a superhero. So I've been waiting for him to be a bad guy for 20 years. So it's like, cool. Okay. Welcome to the club, sir. So,
I can't even be mad at that.
Right.
Yeah.
I was always slightly disturbed by Cody anyway,
Yeah, but I understand Cody because he's technically imitating his dad, the American Dream Dusty Rhodes. So the blonde hair that looks absolutely odd on him is a throwback to his dad. The only thing I look at Cody and I'll say, why? He's got this big ass crazy tattoo on his neck. And I was like, bro, I know that's your logo. Why is it there? Because lucky you just got out of prison. But other than that, he's a great wrestler.
What is it a tattoo of?
It's his logo. He has like a nightmare logo, like right here. And it's not that little small one. It's that one that goes from like your ear down to like your collarbone. It's huge.
I thought it was kind of dope.
You did?
You don't like it? Yeah, I thought it was kind of dope. I like his wardrobe and all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not.
No, I like the fit, but bro, can you imagine coming into an interview and you got like a big skull with a cross right here? That person getting that job? I don't think so.
They actually do have makeup that covers tattoos real nicely now.
I'm just saying, for his job, I don't know what it's gonna look like, 30, 40 years from now.
Like a sad face emoji.
I'm just saying though, some of these tattoos, some of these tattoos don't age as well, but for wrestling, I guess it'll work.
Yeah, no, no. If for the wrestling, it's perfect. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
for
if you
actual
in
like
the real world, I don't know.
Yeah. Let's see.
Maybe they wouldn't hire you.
We could probably get an acting job doing that with that tattoo.
You might get typecast. Oh, like you said, they can cover the tattoos though too.
True that. Let's see. I'm trying to see if I can find a picture of this. Oh, there we go. We're gonna put this in the chat. You guys be the judge, because I don't want to act like I'm bagging on it because it is Cody Rhodes. He's a great champion so far. But bro, that tattoo can be a bit distracting sometimes. Be like, what the hell? Oh shit, it's right there. So I'm gonna put this in the chat. Y'all look at it. Y'all let me know.
Okay.
Sure.
Like,
no, I'm mad about
there we go. Boom.
And let the people be the judge. Huh?
Let the people be the judge.
Y'all tell us what you think about this tattoo.
Yeah.
Or an entertainer, and then whatever comments you have for it as well. What's next?
Tattoo? What would it be? Put that in the chat too. Since we're having these conversations.
Say it again.
If you ever wanted a gaudy tattoo, what would it be? Put that in the chat. So let's say you want that tattoo, but you gotta go to work tomorrow. If you didn't have to go to work tomorrow, you could have the tattoo. What would that tattoo be?
Mine would be a big old quill pin. It's funny. I just had this conversation a while ago about what type of tattoo I would have. It would be a quill.
Okay.
Where about? How about, since we're talking about huge, ridiculous tattoos, the top of the quill will be like right here, and it go all the way down my arms, injecting ink into my vein.
Oh, nice.
Oh, let's get back to this mic to my arm. It comes to a dime bomb. Got it. LL Cool J. He had the mic on his arm.
That's what I didn't want. And that's what I was like. I didn't want to copy. I didn't want to copy LL, but why not? Get close.
Some people are out there and they inspire others. So
okay, the tattoo is definitely an inspiration of LL. I mean, the way he plugged in with the microphone, I thought that was kind of dope. Maybe the ink drips off into my hand thing.
There you go, dripping into the hand. Why not? I like that.
It's kind of sick though. How about you, Lady? Any gaudy tattoo you would put anywhere if you had to work tomorrow?
Well, I wanted something that wasn't gaudy. I always wanted like a ankle bracelet of like roses and the vines, but I just didn't want to go through the pain of it.
Yeah, I heard that was super.
Hey, nowadays these kids are getting like put to sleep, like literally like taking like.
I feel like that's
what do they call it? Yeah, I feel like it's cheating too. But yeah, I seen that on Instagram where people were actually getting sedated just to get tattoos. I'm like, oh boy.
Says the guy with none.
I was watching.
I do have tattoos. I do indeed.
I never knew that.
Yeah, it's on my shoulder. I got my initials on my shoulder many years ago.
Okay.
Okay.
And if I didn't have to go to work tomorrow, I would put the big ass Wu-Tang symbol right here, and then I would let my beard grow in. That's exactly.
That is so
right
funny.
there. So then when I shave it, you see the Wu-Tang symbol? Yes.
I can't lie either, man. Who's my favorite guy in the sports world?
Oh no, yeah, he had a Mike Tyson thing.
Mike Tyson. When I saw that, I said he gave up.
That was my henna tattoo.
Oh, you did a henna tattoo?
I can't believe I came to work looking like that.
It was glorious, by the way, and it was just like this bold. I was like, "Oh, this guy's a legend."
Man, getting on the plane, coming home from Mexico with a tattoo on my face. I'll never, like, when my parents saw me, that was hilarious. To the time I went to work.
Do you have pictures of this? Do you have
Oh,
pictures?
yeah, it's my Instagram logo. What do you call it? Profile picture.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to pay attention.
Yeah, I'll show y'all some.
I feel like I saw it.
You did. I was drinking some courage juice or something. I don't know. But I thought that I could just wipe it off and that'd be the end of it. No, it seems like it rubbed off a little bit and came back even stronger.
Seriously.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find this artist's name. I was watching this video. Guy singing. He has a beautiful voice. He has eyelid tattoos.
Eyelid tattoos.
Not
that's super out.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Teddy Swims. I was watching an interview that Terrell did with Teddy Swims, and he has a tattoo on each eyelid.
Yeah, that's
What does it
a
say?
little bit
Sleep
too
more?
much.
What does it say?
Sleep more. No, I forget what it says. But
How could he ever
yeah,
see what it really said? He closed one eye
I
and
guess it's for
reading.
other people. Well, yeah, maybe to just check it out before you leave the store.
Right. I don't know how
Store.
you check that out. Like, oh, I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's weird.
I
I
never
don't.
thought of that, but
Yeah, I'm just saying that's a
be
little
like, take a picture. Okay, there you go. You can
right.
check it
But
out.
I guess that's the only way you can see it.
I would
Really.
not do that. I would not do the eyelid tattoo or
Nah,
any
I'm
face
straight on
tattoo.
that.
There's a lot of tattoos I wouldn't get, but
Yeah.
that's not here nor there.
Okay.
I'm
He's like next
just
subject.
Yep. So if you guys got gaudy tattoos out there in the internet world, drop it in the chat and we
Yeah.
will have a comment about it.
Mhm.
We got one baseball story I found interesting. So you guys want to do baseball? You want to talk about basketball?
Yeah, let's go ahead with
Let's do
baseball. And we
baseball.
get into basketball.
Right, let's do this. Yep. So, you know, I'm a baseball fan. Mike's a baseball fan. Lady D will be a baseball fan because we're going to indoctrinate her. So,
Okay.
that's how it works. So,
Let's do it.
Major League Baseball starts up on Thursday, March 27th. But they're starting in a different location other than America. Opening day is actually in Japan this time around. And the Dodgers are going to face the Tigers in a 3-game series, and the Cubs will play the Diamondbacks. So I was Diamondbacks at Arizona. So I thought that was interesting. I have never known baseball to open in a different country. How y'all feeling about that?
Okay. I'm selfish.
Okay. Let's
You
hear
know what I'm saying? I feel like, opening day is so much of a tradition for so many Americans that go to baseball games and things of that nature. And to take that, that away from I know you can still go to opening day for your home team when they come back home or whatever, but it's just I don't know. All this expanding the game for me is a little bit too much as far as football, baseball, basketball, all of them. I'm not a fan of it because I feel like there's so many things that they could do to make the game better here before they take it globally. I don't know, but if it's putting money in the hands of baseball or whatever, the owners and all that crap, then good for them. But as a fan, I'm not really for it.
Here's why I'm not mad with it. I'm sorry, lady. I'm gonna cut you off.
Oh, that's okay. I was saying he was saying they doing too much,
Yeah. The reason why it doesn't bother me is because it's not in April. What they did was they're literally taking some of their spring training games, playing them in Japan, and counting them as regular games. That's all. So they're not actually messing with the sanctity of my baseball. I know I sound like one of those guys. It's going to be in April. Opening day is still the same. I already got the day off. So as long as you don't fool with my April and when my baseball's supposed to start, you do whatever hell you want from March to February. I don't care.
Okay.
So I'm at work anyway.
I can't be mad at that, but like I said, all these other sports, it's just I feel like it's doing too much.
Yeah. But you got to understand, some of the best players in the world are now in Japan. So they kind of do owe it to those guys to start bringing the sport to them because, hell, we already seen what Ohtani did. We already seen Ichiro. We've seen quite a few Hall of Fame caliber players, float across the water and handle their business. So got to keep it going.
Well, I see both of you guys' point of view on that.
So my thing is, okay, when you expand the game, what is that doing for overseas? Is that going to make them come over here, or are they going to start their own league over there? Like, it's almost devil's advocate. It's pointless.
Yeah, but if we don't expand the game out, it dies because I can count on this hand how many people give a damn about baseball in America that are under my age right now. Unless you're playing it, most people don't care,
and that's
it's a dying sport.
It's a dying sport, but you're taking it somewhere else that's going to kill it off here. That's how I feel.
Yeah, I would say that. But if you just don't go on strike at your high points, you'll be fine. Baseball, looking at you, because that's what they every time people start caring, they went on strike.
How about we make it more entertaining first? How about that? Well, baseball is
how can you make it more entertaining?
Yes, Mike.
let me celebrate when I hit a home run. Home runs are supposed to be great feats, and I can't celebrate without getting the ball thrown in my head.
Mike, what are you talking about? I'm supposed to be able to like decapitate you with an 80-mile-an-hour fastball just because you were happy about hitting a home run. What's wrong with you? That's baseball.
I can't flip my bat up. I can't have no kind of personality.
You want to slam the ball down? What you want?
I want to slam the bat down. If a pitcher can throw a 95, per hour fastball by me and strike me out and go, kind of show me up or whatever. Mm-hmm. Why can't I watch a ball go out the park after he throws it? You know what I'm saying? Why can't I stare at it a couple seconds long? Why can't I take my time?
Because we know that cycle is going to hit you with the baseball shortly after you celebrate.
Exactly. These old man rules need to get out of baseball so that the young folks, like if you had more dancing going to the plate, just like the NFL, you know what I'm saying? Like more entertainment gives the game character. Baseball has no character.
You want to show?
I want to show.
Okay.
And so what I'm saying is, you're not giving me that, but you're gonna take it overseas or whatever. I'm already not watching, so I won't miss it.
But think of it like this.
I'm talking about the generation after us.
No, I'm with you, but think of it like this. Those guys have seen baseball the traditional way the old fogies want to play it, so they will happily introduce them in because they will continue the boring ass shit that most people don't want to watch. I watch baseball because I grew up playing baseball, so it's got a special place in my heart, but I can see myself, if I didn't live in a good baseball town, I wouldn't care.
Why is it's more Latinos, in the sport than it is Japanese players? Why isn't it being played there?
Because I believe the Latino population makes up 30% of the league or better.
Okay,
so that's already a stopping point for most of the best players in the world. So
but I feel like it's unfair because let's say I take it down to that country instead of Japan, where these professionals get to see the players that look like them. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Instead of taking it over Japan, I mean, really and truly, how many Japanese players can we really name? Probably about 7 over the years. I'm not trying to put you.
That's the 3 I mentioned. That was it.
Exactly. So you're expanding it in that way. I guess you're bringing the game to more, but they have their own leagues over there. We have a problem beating them when we go play like in Olympic style baseball. So that's not doing anything for the sport. I felt like, take it to where the fans look like these players that are really, like, what's his name? Fernando Tatis.
Yes.
I'm a fan of his. And, I follow him. That's how I became a fan. So it had me like, oh, let me follow. I forgot what team he played. I think it's Padres.
Bro, you just said it. The only reason he exists because you follow him on social media, not from the field.
Exactly.
The problem. There's no connection between the athlete and the sport itself.
And I think that's one of the main things wrong with. That's the main thing wrong with baseball, and that's the main thing that's wrong with hockey as well. Hockey's marketing and same thing. Football players got more recognition than baseball. To me, to me, and they wear helmets.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a good damn boy. You can't even see their face and you know.
You can't even see their face when they playing. So you know what I'm saying? That just my point being is if they look like me, I'm more at, what I'm saying, I should be sold on the game a little bit more instead of taking it somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of less fortunate countries out here that's well represented by baseball, and they're not even trying to attack that. Because I bet you if baseball was more accessible to inner city, black kids basically, then it probably would be of us playing coming up. But baseball is also expensive.
No, but that's the problem. They've actually had an initiative on the books for the last 10 years about bringing baseball back to the inner city because it was a strong point for many years, except for the culture of baseball didn't allow the true talent to actually pull up. And you got to look at it like this, right? So we'll take who's the quarterback of the Kansas City Chiefs?
Pat Mahomes.
He's a wonderful baseball player that got drafted. But you know what he decided to do? Be a football player. We got a lot of actual dual sports athletes that say, why the hell would I want to sit in the dugout when I could be a football player?
And the flip side, and the flip side to that is if baseball is a lot safer. I would rather my kid play baseball than play football.
True.
If he's talented enough to make it to the major leagues, not have to sit and wait his turn kind of thing. But baseball, man, you could play till you about 44, 46.
True that.
I mean, I don't think you're going to play that hot corner or anything like that. But,
yeah. First base, you just got to stand there and catch.
Yeah.
So baseball, I'm thinking you sustain less injuries over a longer period of time. Because football has more impact. If you get hit by one of those balls or hit by a bat, you might be down for a minute,
If you getting hit by a ball, like, I mean, in the head or anything like that, but I mean, that's the risk pitchers take kind of, I guess, but as a hitter, you don't really see that too much, but it happens. Now hit with a bat, that's almost intentional.
Okay, that's
indeed.
I mean, there's a way to do that.
there's the broken bat or whatever, but I see we coming close up on a commercial break, so let's go ahead and do that. And
all right. We'll be back in 2 and 2. I've always wanted to say that. Love connection. Sorry, I'm old.
Yeah. Love it.
It's gonna be a party, y'all.
And we are back. Big shout out to all our sponsors. Detroit Slapbox in the building. 40 and Steel Gaming coming back to on the internet as you know it.
Let's go.
And it's gonna be awesome. And a lot more work. Why do I do this to myself?
We got a lot of stuff, new merch and things coming up like that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. So let's go to football because football kind of ties into our topic.
Okay.
So tonight's topic, so everyone knows, what does free agency mean? I don't know why the hell that didn't work. Okay, let's start again. Boom. There. I clicked it and it actually went into edit mode. I'm like, what is going on? But tonight's topic, what does free agency mean in sports? Okay. And I have a definition, right? Mm-hmm. So, definition meaning being a free agent means you don't have a contract with the team. Free agents can sign with whatever team they choose, but if you're traded, you're bound to that team until the contract expires or you're canceled. In other words, fired on your day off. So I know Mike has a particular feeling about free agency.
No, not really. I think. Well, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you.
No. I'm setting the table because we're gonna go ahead and hit the bed for football, and then we'll expand as we talk about all these free agents. That's why we have football. So.
You know, you were setting the table. I was ready to.
That's right. I know. That's got to round them up first. Got to get them round up.
All right,
let's go.
Get people up.
The reason why we bring up free agency because we realize a lot of people are going to say, okay, it's sports free agency. You need a job. Why the hell does it matter? in sports, it's a really big deal because free agency can change the fortunes of a team.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people are waiting for their contracts to either be up or they're trying to force their way out so they can actually be on a team that might actually win. Thus, you don't get a Barry Sanders that plays for a team for 10, 15 years, don't win, and retires in their prime.
Great. Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah.
So we got quite a few people that are free agents right now. Like we got Stephon Diggs, we got Amari Cooper. These are wide receivers, really good ones. I read that Sam Darnold might have a team, and I was laughing because they're going to get the same results. Oh yeah, the Seahawks signed Sam Darnold, so he's no longer a free agent to a 3-year deal, which I found to be ridiculous because he's still not good at football. But that's neither here nor there. Just saying.
Hey, he's just good enough to keep a job.
But they got rid of Geno and sent him to Vegas. Another free agent.
He's just good enough to keep a job. Who else you got?
DK Metcalf, he was a free agent up until he got traded. I think the Steelers have DK Metcalf.
That's beautiful. That's gonna be nice.
It is.
I just hope I don't know who their quarterback gonna be, but that's nice. Go ahead.
Josh Allen, we knew he wasn't going to be a free agent, but he's a hero at the bank. He's got $330 in the bank, and that's $330 million on his extension. So dope. Congrats.
On top of that, 250 of that is guaranteed.
Ooh, okay. Hey, he earned it though. I can't even be mad at the guy. He nice. He nice.
So no matter what he does, if they kick him to the curb or whatever, they gotta pay him that $250 million.
That's smart.
And that's why free agency is so important because you can shop your actual skills and get the money you so deserve. So technically, if Josh Allen plays one snap and never plays again, he still got $250 million.
I have a question.
The only problem is once that contract kicks in.
Yes, that's why you got to play one snap.
How can you get traded if you're a free agent?
Funny. Well, see, that's the thing. A lot of teams are trying to get out of your contract, so they can actually. Here's how this works, right? You're a bad guy if you try to break your contract, but a team can decide one day after a tuna fish sandwich that you no longer belong in their team, and they can cut you.
So even if you're a free agent.
No, if you're a free agent, that means you're free and clear, and you can shop around. But some guys are trying to become free agents so they can't shop their services because they're in bad deals. Like, I'll give you a prime example. There's a guy, his name is Khalil Mack. He's arguably one of the best defensive players for the last 10 years. And he's been on bad deal after bad deal and bad teams. So now that he's a free agent, he can actually sign and get the money he deserves. Versus when he was on a horrible team, he couldn't go anywhere but be on a bad team.
But sometimes you outplay your contract, right? So let's say they only give you like $4 million, but after on a 4-year deal, and after 2 seasons, you're playing amazing. Like your jersey sales is out the roof. You scoring touchdowns. You the face of merchandising and everything.
Yeah.
But you're only making $4 million, whereas the other superstars are making like 17 to 20. So you want to try to get out of that deal. That's not free agency, but hopefully you can, negotiate your way out of it.
So,
go ahead.
In my mind, I feel like the merchandise is separate from your football contract or sports contract.
It is, but it comes with like knowing it's more so about knowing your worth, and you have your agent, most of the time arguing for you, so you don't look like the bad guy, but really and truly, you like, I want to get out of there. I want to get out of this team.
Right.
Okay.
So you can force a trade or whatever. But I guess that's kind of different too.
Well, take the Browns lineman. He's been there and dedicated to the Browns for years. He's on a bad contract. They're not winning no time soon. And he couldn't even get audience with the owner of the team. And he's the best player they have.
Wow.
But he's stuck there. So what do? You force your way out to become a free agent and get the money you so deserve? Or B, do you literally hamstring the team or your career by sitting out?
You know what happened to him, though?
I think they gave him an extension finally.
A
crazy extension.
Yeah, they gave him the money and let him stay. Hey, Aya says, hey, Daddy.
Aya in the building.
Yeah.
Princess.
But, no, go ahead.
So it's one of those things, man, where it's like free agency works for only certain people, I think. Everybody who goes free agency, some of them don't come back. So
So
someone out there that actually wants your services.
the main thing that's so important about free agency and what I was going to bring up with the topic was the fact that free agency is so necessary. Otherwise, teams have all the leverage. You know what I'm saying? Like you sign a contract, you're pretty much stuck there. But being able to join free agency gives you a chance to, go to another team and not only get the money that you deserve, but also play for the team that you might want to play for. Because if you think about it, when you're drafted, you're not picking a team. The team is picking you. And you're stuck for that team for at least 3 years. And then once that contract is up, you become a free agent, And then, so yeah.
Mom said, get the money.
Get the money. Dollar bill, y'all.
Because that team is going to make $1 billion whether you're there or not. So you might as well get your cut. 100%.
I'm always on the players. Well, I don't ever remember not being on the player side. Now, some things I hated the way that they did it. But I hope that it never affected their character or anything like that. Can you think of somebody that you was like, he's doing this wrong, going about it wrong?
Well, remember, before media and before people got to speak their piece, it was always a player who was a bad guy. Oh, why are you leaving us? And they say, oh, he left for this other team. And they made it seem like every player that left your team was a bad guy, not knowing that they were getting traded and they didn't want to leave.
Yeah.
So the narrative changed over the years because the information got better. They can no longer rely on this player and make him the villain.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
And the players are using more so their leverage as far as their popularity in Instagram, Facebook, and social media basically to drive the narrative of I'm not really the bad guy. They don't want to pay me.
Yeah.
And then, and what's crazy is, and Precious had asked me this question too, like, why are their contracts public knowledge? Because, because think about it. You're at your job, right? And we're not supposed to talk about how much we make at all. You know what I'm saying? But how can I negotiate if I don't know what this person is making? He does.
That's why they don't want you to.
But it's the same thing in sports. But that's public knowledge. That's the agent's job is to see, okay, Mike's a running back. What's the leading running back getting? Oh, he's getting 75 mil. Mike's only getting 30, but he's only like 200 yards behind this guy, or the popularity is just as high. So I got to get him up to at least 74, or if not more, right at that mark that the highest paid running back is getting.
Right.
That's go ahead. No,
go ahead. The money is a part of the lure of the sports, right? Because that's how you sell people on the importance and how big and important this guy is, the numbers. And they give you this, he's going to get $355 million. So, that sounds great. But you realize that, he's only getting half that up front. And if he has one bad season, he's going to lose the other half of it. So they use the numbers to make people say, whoa, that's a lot of money. But they don't actually tell you the logistics that doesn't work in a player's favor. So when that guy has a bad game or he's got a sore leg, you say, well, I don't know why you complaining. You got $350 million. So it makes
why isn't he playing up to snuff when he's getting all this money? Because he got paid. He's lazy now.
He's lazy now, exactly. Not like my skills are diminished. I'm playing hurt. My dog died. I'm sick. None of those things matter.
And I'm going through a divorce.
Going through a divorce. None of that matters. So I got $350 million. And I just gave half to my wife, by the way. So I only have $150 million.
Sounds like a very bad game of Monopoly, sir.
Indeed, yes. That's what you get for picking the dog instead of picking that top hat. That's what you get.
Oh, man. I go with the limo.
Yeah, I used to like the hat or the car.
Yeah, I went with the car. But it's a shame though, man, because like you said, it is so much that money will hang you as well because the team, the ownership, and everything else, the franchise, they'll also do things to make you the villain out because you're handcuffing that team to all this money you're requesting. Like if I pay you all this money, I can't go get the protection you need to be the best quarterback that you can be. But
yes,
you know what I'm saying, things like that. Or
we know they lying, lady. We know they lying, but they go. But the fan base doesn't take it that way. You should take a pay cut. And I don't know about y'all. I ain't never went to nobody at their job and told them to take a pay cut.
But they do. These
like, you want me
players
to get paid
No,
less,
go
I'm
ahead,
gonna do
Lane.
less. You know, if you want me to get paid less, I'm gonna do less.
Now the players have gotten smart, Bobby Bonilla, because what you do is you continually restructure your contract. You know what I'm saying? So you're backloading your money so that I'm still getting paid 25 years after I retire.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Bobby
that's
Bonilla
smart.
is a hero at the bank. Yep.
That's
You know,
smart.
and we talked about him before, but at the end of the day, you shouldn't have to do that. I should get all my money while I'm playing. I should get as much as I can, especially playing a sport like football, because it can be here today, gone tomorrow. What is it? 330 mil that he's getting.
Right.
Only 250 of that is guaranteed. So,
Right.
I mean, that should be enough money for anybody. Well, it'll be enough money for me. I think. I don't see myself blowing that money that fast.
Well, you think of it, right? So the 350 is not the 350, right? Because you remember there's still a 40% tax. Because he's way past the earned income credit tax bracket. He smoked that like a pack of cigarettes. So you're talking about 40% off the top.
It depends on who's in office, though. Go ahead.
Point taken. That's gone. Now we know what's going.
I just said, it depends on what side of the flag you on.
When it comes to taxes, you play with the church's money. He ain't getting that money back, player. What you keeping the bean? He ain't getting that money.
Probably not. But what was I saying? What was the point I was trying to make before that? It was just the fact that you're getting all this money, and for so long, and this is where I was taking the topic. For so long, like you said earlier, the league has controlled the narrative of the players that quote unquote aren't loyal because they wanted more money.
Mm-hmm.
And the franchises act like they can't afford this player anymore because he's not worth all the money that he's asking for. Although, he's played injured, he's done this, he took you to a finals, even if he didn't win a championship for you. And I think a lot of times they put out these bad reports and things of that nature, like they leak information once they want to get rid of you. They do different tactics and things of that nature. So even with the free agency, it's still not all the way. The game is still not fair, and the players are doing what they can to control the narrative. One of the great examples I can give you is probably LeBron James taking his talents to Miami.
Oh, absolutely. You would have thought he like Club Baby Seals. They were mad because this man decided to play somewhere else.
They burnt his jerseys. They did all of this, and it was crazy. And I was doing some research, but on the first free agency and things of that nature, and how it came to pass. I'm mad because it seems like it seemed like when the league started, any one of these professional leagues started, free agency should have almost been automatic. I guess to make it fair, you couldn't have everybody going to LA or in New York or whatever. So
right.
I'm not a huge fan of the draft, but I understand it.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I think 3 years is. I think it should be 2 years, honestly.
Right.
Before you can decide to go somewhere else.
Mike, I'm gonna put it to you like this. Mike, you're the number one pick in the draft. You have played in Miami Heat for years. You get up in the morning, you woke up warm, you went to bed warm. And they say, oh yeah, by the way, you're a great quarterback. Let me send you to Minnesota. Hell no, you're not trying to go to Minnesota.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
The only way I go to
unless
Minnesota.
They force you. Most people are not going to take the opportunity. Yeah.
And see, that's not fair because the team can trade you. You have to wait till your contract is up before you can decide to leave. So you have to find ways to force yourself out. And if that means becoming a villain or trying to sell to my social media constituents, you know what I'm saying, that this team is foul. You know what I'm saying? Look at how they treat their superstars or their best player. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully that works. And I get to force my way to a team that I want to go to. But a lot of times that don't happen it might happen for the superstar, but it doesn't happen a lot of times for the player that's right under the superstar, like the all-star, the guy that's just, he's not quite the superstar, but he's up there. He has to honor his contract.
Well, I read a story today, kind of like that. So you know how important it's a guy. His name is Cooper Kupp. He is the one of the reasons LA won that last championship. He's still one of the best receivers in football. Exactly. I read a story where they're waiting for the league to start so they can officially cut him. Now, Cooper Kupp is the reason why they won. He's the only receiver Matt Stafford had in LA, and they're already telling you in the news, like, yeah, we're just waiting for the league to start so we can cut him because it saves them money.
You know what else I hate?
You see what I'm saying? So why should that guy be loyal when he's done everything he's supposed to do, helped you bring a championship to the franchise? They're like, yeah, we're going to keep you long enough to cut you to save money.
Yeah, and another thing, you brought up a great point about that. Like, I could be a milestone away from reaching a bonus. You know, like if let's say I sign a what's that called? The contract where
performance clause,
like a performance clause. Exactly. If I catch 10 touchdowns, I get in a season, I get maybe $5 more million or whatever, right?
Yep.
And they decide, like, you know what? You know that injury you've been battling with? I think it's a good time to sit you, before the playoffs or something like that. So I don't get my $1 million bonus. That's happened so many times.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's a lot of little
It sounds like exploitation, though.
Very much
and
so.
That's exactly where I was taking this free agency. Because free agency, it's all exploitation. You got to have free agency. So,
Yeah, because that's the only way these players are able to even the odds to get what they're kind of worth. Because they're never getting paid what they're worth. They're getting kind of what they're worth. Because imagine if LeBron James actually got what he's worth. He's $1 billion easy. You know what I'm saying? $1 billion easy. Imagine if Kobe got exactly what he's worth. He would never have to sell another shoe in his life. You see what I'm saying? Jordan wouldn't have to sell shoes to become a billionaire. He'd be a billionaire straight out if you actually paid that man what he's worth.
They don't get what they're worth.
Yeah.
And that's crazy to believe, like being a quote unquote face of the league and things of that nature. It's crazy. It's crazy. I got a question for y'all.
Sure.
What do y'all think? This is kind of off topic a little bit from the topic, but it's
that's
just
cool.
I want to hear y'all.
We getting ready to fade out anyway, so go for it.
I want to hear y'all take about this Stephen A. and LeBron James confrontation.
Thank you. Oh, can we make that a Pettyville? Because I kind of got a Pettyville for that.
Let's go into Pettyville.
Sure.
Absolutely. That is perfect timing, sir.
We here, man.
You go first since we're talking about this topic.
Okay, so thank you, Mike, for bringing that up. My Pettyville is actually this thing between Stephen A. Smith and LeBron James. For those who don't know, LeBron James a couple of nights ago confronted Stephen A. Smith at the game, and he told him he didn't like what he was saying about his child, right?
Okay.
And I've heard mixed feelings about it. Some people say, yeah, cool. Oh man, Stephen A. Smith deserved that. And some people are like, yo, Stephen A. Smith is doing the job. And I'm like, my petty is, we always complain about LeBron tweeting shit. Oh, he never confronts somebody. He's always tweeting. He's never speaking his mind. And the one time he confronts the person who talks shit about his people, they call him petty. What the hell do you want this guy to do?
When he did what you wanted him to do, he was petty.
He finally did something he should have did many times ago. Got up in that man's face and told him what he thought about him to his face.
Okay.
And now everybody mad because he got up in somebody's face. Man, y'all got to make him y'all damn mind. That's why he tweet. So he ain't got to put up with this shit.
Right. Wow.
And it's a lot.
Right.
I ain't mad about it.
That's why you gotta. I'm sorry, Mike. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead, lady.
I'm saying that's why you got to do you, because people are gonna complain whatever you do. So
That's true. So how do you feel about it? Do you feel like there's a right and wrong in this matter?
Yes and no, right? So okay. I feel like they should have had the conversation. I feel like it should have been taken behind doors, but I really think this was a flex on LeBron James to be like, look, if you can publicly say stuff about me and my family, then I can publicly get in your face because you're doing it behind your camera, but say that to my face. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Stephen A is petty. Yeah, hell yeah, he is.
Stephen A is very petty. However, I was on his side on this one. Right. And the reason why I was on his side, and the cool thing is, me and Precious had a conversation about this as well. I was more so on Stephen A's side because he said, I'm not attacking Bronny. I'm attacking LeBron James. And I'm attacking LeBron James for two reasons. Do y'all remember that tweet he put out before this season started that Bronny could beat half the players that's in the NBA right now? Do you remember seeing that?
I remember you guys talking about it.
He put a tweet
we laughed about it, and then we said, haha, whatever.
Yeah, we laughed about it. But yet and still, he still said it. And then the second thing about it is, all Stephen A did was post the facts, and he's averaging under 2 points a game, and the minutes played don't add up with the rebounds and assists or whatever. The part that I'm remiss about, I guess, is the fact that no matter what player you took at that position, he probably was going to average the same thing. So that's not really the argument here. The argument I have is Stephen A was saying, LeBron, you keep calling your son up to the NBA and he's not ready. Let him just play in the G League where he's actually averaging about 12, 14 points a game. He's getting better and learning the lifestyle in the NBA. That wasn't, to me, disrespectful or anything like that. He was more so pleading to LeBron to stop this nonsense.
But just think, it may not be LeBron. That's the thing. Yeah, everybody thinks LeBron howls all these shots, but we already know how the Lakers organization gets down. They only take your suggestions. And if they still want to do whatever the hell they want, look what happened with Shaq. Look what happened to Kobe, ultimately. They're only going to take your suggestions so much, and they're going to do whatever they want, especially when you're under contract.
I think it's more LeBron control, but that's a matter of opinion. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you got history on your side with how the Lakers have handled their superstars and things of that nature, but ultimately they drafted Bronny because of LeBron. They wanted the worldwide circus of trotting Bronny out there. You know what I'm saying? For the first 2 months, it's cool, but after that, it's super.
The novelty is.
I get where Stephen A was coming from, and this is the one time I didn't feel like Stephen A was super petty, but that's where I'm at.
No, the facts are the facts. You are 100% correct. But my thing is, if you can say it on TV, then you should be able to say it to my face. I am one of them people where, say it to my face.
I can't say it to your face because you just said if I say your son's name in your face, I'm probably gonna get hit or something like that. So you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not. If I'm Stephen A, I'm like, I don't want no LeBron problems as far as getting punched in the face.
But here's another petty. Who was the person calling LeBron soft and non-confrontational? Stephen A. goddamn Smith. And guess what happened? He got on there and got in that man's face. He's like, well, I don't know what happened. And the shit you told him he wasn't going to do, dog. You keep telling this man he's soft and he ain't going to get up in your face. He get in your face. He's up here apologizing. Sit down somewhere, bro.
Cynthia says, why not let him make some money? Others have done it.
Thank you. I was asking me quick at the same time. Yeah. And here's my prime example, right?
Go ahead.
Let's talk about Aaron Rodgers, someone I bag on all the damn time. Is Aaron Rodgers better than me at football? Absolutely. 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. I'll never be good as football as Aaron Rodgers. Okay. But do I think he's a screw up that messed up the Jets organization because he sucked at football and no one wants to admit it?
Not only that.
And Stephen A. Smith, that's his guy. No matter what this guy does, no matter how many organizations he screw up, no matter how bad this guy gets, he's the greatest player of all time. Even when that guy lied about all of his, that's a bad man. No, he's not. He hasn't been good in 10 years, bro. But you jock ride him, but then you get mad at the guy who gets his son hired for a good ass job, like he wouldn't do it.
I'm not mad about LeBron and nepotism, but at the same time, it's the one time that I actually agreed with. Well, I won't say the one time, but this is a big time I agreed with Stephen A. on this. But at the same time, Bronny can get paid. Like I said earlier, I'm always for the player to get money. Right. You know what I'm saying? But but also the flip side to that is maybe you took somebody else's opportunity to get money. A player that's been doing it and deserves it, not just because they're somebody's son. But at the same time, I mean.
I don't like that narrative for any job. When people say somebody took something from somebody else, that just
Right.
I don't like that. This is
Well,
me.
look at the NFL, my friends.
Go
How
ahead.
many people are related to a head coach in the NFL right now? How many people don't get jobs because somebody hired their cousin to be the equipment manager versus the person who knows the equipment? It happens all the time in pro
It
sports.
does. It does. It
Nepotism?
does.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
definitely nepotism.
You can look
Mhm.
up coaching trees and you can see where all these coaches come from and where they
Hey.
actually are hiring the people and all that stuff.
Let's go with ownership. This junk is maneuvered just like an empire.
Oh
The
yeah,
son
yeah.
of
From
this
one family
person
member to the
automatically
next one.
becomes the next in line. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So,
Yeah.
let's get into Lady D's petty bill. What she
Okay.
got?
Please
Here we
wait for
go.
this whole show.
Really, really. Okay, I found out something today, y'all, and it's so sad. So I'm gonna start this way.
Uh-oh.
Dear chickens and eggs everywhere. I was so frustrated today. I personally went to 3 different stores looking for eggs today.
Oh my God.
But I want to say I'm sorry because I found out after I complained about not finding eggs that since there's the bird flu, it's that they did a genocide of the chicken population. I had no idea that they killed the chickens, all the chickens. If one chicken had the bird flu, they killed all the chickens. I did not know. So I was devastated in the store looking at 18 eggs for $10.
Oh.
Then I went to the next store, a big box store with membership. They had not one egg in the store. I asked the little old man pulling one of them dolly trolley things, low jacks, whatever it's called. I was like, sir, what about the eggs? No egg Monday. That's exactly what he said to me. And I quote, it's no egg Monday. I'm like, okay. So I'm like, okay, let me try this other store. That's some people think it's expensive, but it's okay. I went to the third store.
We got some game.
Oh, Meyer, thank you, Mom. I'm going to Meyer
Thank you.
because I went to this other store. I'm gonna tell you, they had maybe 3, and no, they had maybe 8 dozen eggs sitting there.
How
And they
much?
had a nice little sign saying, please, but I only get one dozen. It was like 3 something, less than $4 for the dozen of eggs.
Oh.
You know what I did?
Damn.
You know what I did? No idea. I read the sign. I stood there at the sign. I looked at the sign. I picked up one. I took an egg. I looked at the sign again. I looked around me. I grabbed the second dozen.
Yes.
And guess what? When I had other items in my cart, when I went up there, I act like there's nothing going on here. And because they have cashiers, they don't do the whole, you work here and bring it up yourself.
What up?
So I got 2 dozen eggs at that store for under $4. But I was like looking straight ahead. Like, I thought he was gonna say, ma'am, you can only get one. Right. He didn't say nothing. So I was like,
you know what? I ain't even mad at you. You know what I do with that second thing of eggs?
What?
I would have been on the side of Meyer, on the side of wherever you was at.
Yeah.
$10 for 1 egg.
I sell them eggs like loosely.
Right. I know I need these eggs, okay?
I'll be flipping eggs like Newport singles.
Right.
You get a Newport. You get an egg, $3.
One cigarette, one egg.
Right.
Yep.
I was just joking last week on this whole egg thing, but the struggle is real out here.
I know they killing eggs, man. Eggs making a run for the border. They following that North Star.
I thought they just segregated the chickens, but I didn't know they killed them all.
No, they in that big bucket in the sky, buddy. They done. Sorry, it's just what it is.
Sad.
It's terrible, man. It's terrible. But
yeah, it is terrible.
My petty bill is not nowhere near as important as you guys are, but it's still petty.
Yeah,
I just saw something on high school basketball where a team will score 2 points and then stop the other team from scoring and hold the ball for the rest of the game. For those of you that don't know, there's no 24-second shot clock in high school.
Okay.
So I think any coach that is teaching their players to not play the game is full of crap. So I just think that if I'm head of this league, head of this division, head of whatever high school basketball, like the MHSAA, if it's in Michigan, I'm disqualifying that team. For the rest of the season. If they do it again, that team won't have a basketball team. Because how's that entertaining? How's that teaching anything? How's that teaching good sportsmanship? How's that teaching competition, fair play?
Sir, it's not. And I give them credit for finding the team that will not fight you. Because if you grew up where I grew up and you call yourself on the ball for 45 minutes, it's going to be a fight, by the way. So they found the one team they could try. Because that doesn't fly anywhere else except for the team you can fight.
Exactly,
I got questions though. When you play basketball, you got to keep the ball moving. So what, they just dribbling the ball up and down?
He held the ball for the whole quarter, and then the next quarter.
How you gonna hold the ball? The ball has to stay in motion. How you gonna hold the ball?
There is a rule to where I think it's a high school rule. If I press up on the ball, there's a 5-second count that you have to make a move with the ball. But if I'm not guarding you, and that's the problem with the other coach. He wasn't even he didn't tell his team to press up and try to get the ball too much. They just stood back and watched and waited. I said, dog, this ain't a loophole. This is just not fair. This is not fun. I mean, if I'm a parent, I'm pissed off. I'm pulling my kid from that school, and as far as
thus hands are thrown, sir. I did not take my night off on work to watch my son on the bench while you holding this basketball. Somebody give me his hands.
I saved this thing, and I'm going to send it to you guys so you can take a look at that. But it's so frustrating, especially like, you mean to tell me there's no parent in the stands that's like saying this is some bull? None.
Out loud, yeah.
I am that parent.
I know, and I would have been too. I would have. Hey, look. I would have confronted the coach just like LeBron confronted Stephen A.
I'm thinking, where's John Cena when you need him?
And I might have threw some eggs.
In this instance,
I would have threw the eggs. I would have confronted him like Stephen A.
No, you wouldn't have threw no eggs now.
I don't know. He might have been worth it because that's an a-hole move.
You can't throw no eggs no more. No,
yeah,
no, you're right.
It's cheaper throwing dollars at them, bro. Don't throw eggs. Way too high, dog.
Hey, I mean, I probably could have got more entertainment tossing dollars, but who cares?
Good one. Yeah, you said Mikeism? Got it.
Yeah, right.
We're gonna let that rock. Okay. Mikeism. Anybody got Mikeism?
Yeah, I got at least one.
Before Mike talks himself out of a home. Let's go.
I'm just saying.
And no, he is not saying that because that is a joke. He is not saying that at all. You're welcome, Mike. All right, so I am RG, disciple of One Mike, and I have Mikeisms today. We're going to read from the book of Tony this week because it's very important that we do. Yeah. We don't get to read out of the Tony book. We're reading from chapter House of Music and verse Let's Get Down. Full disclosure, this book has a lot of quotes in there, so I'm sorry in advance.
Oh, Lord.
All right, so a wise man once said, how are you supposed to live if you're afraid to die? I'll say it one more time for our friends on Twitter. A wise man said, how are you supposed to live if you're afraid to die? Mm-hmm. He followed up by saying, when he passes away, party, don't cry. That's sincerely Dwayne Wiggins from Tony.
Shout out to
Dwayne. Yeah.
Shout out.
R.I.P.
Yeah, R.I.P. They're a great group, by the way. That's like one of my favorite bands, low-key. Mm-hmm. All right. Not because they're gone, because they've always been. I got
No.
You know, people like, that's my favorite band after they're gone, but no.
You'd be like, name me 3 songs.
I can. Anniversary.
Anniversary.
Walker.
Yeah.
Slow Wine. Yeah, I got you. All right. And I'm glad the camera's on because I got one more quote. So I'm sorry in advance for this. All right. If you change the way you look at things, you will look at things. I'm sorry. This is where I need my glasses. Oh, shit. If you change the way you look at things, the things you look at will change. I'll say it one more time for our friends on Instagram. Mm-hmm. If you change the way you look at things, the things you look at will change. Sincerely, Stevie Wonder.
Oh.
I was going to say, so if I hang upside down and change my point of view, Yeah, but then you said Stevie Wonder, so yeah.
I understand.
Yeah, I'm wrong for that.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's all
We're
right.
gonna be on
I think
Stevie's
Stevie
teddy
would
bear.
like that.
I don't know.
I hear
He
he's
didn't see that coming at all. He's fine.
No, he didn't see that coming.
He doubled down. He didn't see it coming.
You're there, Mike.
I can feel it. Anyway, what's up, y'all? Welcome to another Mike Ism. We're brought to you by RG today. Well, that's our sponsor. RG is our sponsor.
Right.
Y'all know the saying, we taking this thing to infinity and behind. We say behind because we celebrate every moment that it took for us to get to where we at right now. But that being said, I got one Mikeism for you. You can't disappoint your family if you've never made them proud in the first place. I'll say it one more time. You can't disappoint your family if you never made them proud in the first place. You're welcome.
That's good, dog. That's well played.
Thanks.
Oh my goodness, that's funny.
Shenanigans.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
You know.
Ah,
Sorry. RG, sorry.
no, I'm not. I've been telling.
Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry. You know.
Not sorry at all.
2025.
Yeah.
Shout out to Lucky Left. Shout out.
Peace, family. I'm late. Blame daylight savings time. Yeah, I got a petty on that too.
Right.
Yeah, it was a struggle getting up this morning, but I can't lie. It seemed like the day kind of skated by earlier in the day, and it skated by with you guys.
Yeah, I was hunting for eggs today. Not in the Easter way, though.
Lucky Lefty got a comment for you, RG.
Yes, I know.
Yeah,
I know.
I get Eddie Murphy saying something like that.
You was brought up wrong, man.
I know.
It's brought up wrong. Don't say no delirious, no delirious.
Indeed. Yeah.
It's
It's a lot of expletives on there. That's what I was saying. Hey, YouTube channel so you can see what Lucky Lefty said.
Right.
He didn't like it. He obviously didn't like it.
And he's right, by the way. He's 100% right. We're gonna go ahead and start that one. Yeah, indeed.
Hey, Eddie also finished the joke saying, "Let me guess, in your little soliloquy of your joke, I guess Stevie Wonder is driving down the street."
Okay, so I like the.
Then he said,
the car show when they sing in the cars. I can't think of that guy's name, but he had Eddie Murphy on there. And I'm sorry, he had Stevie Wonder on there, and he said, "Yeah, I want one of these cars so I can drive it, but like a self-driving car."
Nice.
I was like, okay, yeah,
that's amazing.
Cars.
I know. They made autonomous cars for Stephen.
Exactly.
I was about to say Stephen A, but Stevie Wonder.
Stevie. Yeah.
Yeah, I got my Steves mixed up.
That's okay, because I have so many questions. Like, why is he car shopping, first of all?
So he don't have to wait on people,
I'm not participating in you guys as Stevie Wonder. Stevie Wonder.
Bad, right?
Slander.
Look, the first thing he ever did that it's not slander, okay?
It's Stevie Wonder slander.
No, bro. I'm gonna tell you, if you look on the internet right now, there's an Apple commercial.
Okay.
And Stevie Wonder was using a mouse on a Mac, and I gave up all hope. I'm like, how is Stevie using a Mac and using a mouse? How?
But can you imagine seeing a car pull up and then Stevie Wonder gets out? Out the driver's seat?
Oh yeah, I give up on life. I quit.
I'm not participating in this.
And with that being said,
hey, look, I saw if you go on my page and look at the bottom, he's taking a picture with a bunch of kids, and what's name said he's probably ain't even his.
Well, he do have a lot of kids. I don't know how many kids he got, but he got a lot.
Oh man.
Okay, anyway, moving on. We was gonna do like the quote of the day, and
we were wisdom. Can we please get right? Let's get right.
Jesus Christ.
I participated and I didn't want to. I felt a little attacked or something like that.
That's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, y'all attacked me a little bit. Y'all made me join.
So
Sir,
It wasn't
you-
bullying. It wasn't bullying.
That's okay. No, sir, we blindsided him. Since we're going to double that.
I'm just moving forward.
I'm just saying I was guided into the wrong direction.
You know what? He can be too.
Yeah, his mind is on. So yeah, he was misled. Anyway,
Let us stray.
here's the quote. Only a fool learns from his own mistakes. The wise man learns from the mistakes of others. That's by Otto von Bismarck.
One more time.
Only a fool learns from his own mistakes. The wise man learns from the mistakes of others.
Okay.
By Otto von Bismarck.
Thank you.
That is words of wisdom and words to live by.
Oh,
So, RG, no more jokes about Stevie Wonder.
I'm just saying.
I want to get that today, right now, in the next 5 minutes.
Yeah, right. He gonna be doing an editorial after the show saying the comments that I made in regards to the state of. On that note, hey, look, y'all can follow me on Instagram. I am _1 Mike. I appreciate all the comments, all the people that tuned in today. As always, we moved ahead. And got an hour. We lost an hour, but gained an hour sooner for this show right here. I don't even know what I just said made sense, but y'all get it. I'm just saying we got to 8:00 faster. That's what it seems like, right? We had a dope conversation about baseball and the reason why I think baseball could get a lot better, especially just for the entertainment aspect of it. But and all sincerity, man, I appreciate each and every one of you. RG, man, thank you so much for all that you do and putting this thing together. Lady D, you come so far, man. I just want to give you props on the words of wisdom,
Pennyville, her idea,
Pennyville.
absolutely.
Yes, that was all you and the vibe you set for this thing. You kind of keep everything together in a little silly kind of way, I guess. You're not even silly. You silly
like adult somewhat, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. You're an adult, so definitely want to give you some love. But
thank you.
That's all. Peace out. See y'all next week. I'm out. I'll leave.
Oh, how can they find you?
I'm just playing.
How can they find you?
Instagram. I am _1 Mike. I mean, I forgot it. Hey, just follow me on Instagram. I am _1 Mike. That's what it is.
Welcome back.
I had said it earlier though.
Where can they find you, Lady D?
Okay, so you can find me on Instagram at LadyD4440. You can DM me, but kindly, so you don't get blocked. You can look for information about herbalism, natural health remedies on my page, and you can expect my new show in May on it's called Tea and Herbalism. So we'll be talking about medicinal herbs and talking about the tea that we're drinking that day.
Dope.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm RG, and I see myself as a hero. That's my last Stevie joke. I swear to God. You can catch me up. Hey, I'm on the roll, baby. I'm on the roll like butter. You can catch me on Instagram with RGazii. Any show topics, anything you'd like to talk about, please put them in the chat. Please be respectful. We're a respectful show for the most, and we do block. We're not saying horrible things about people.
I know. Hey, you know what would be funny? I know y'all both seen Step Brothers.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Remember the dog across the street? My man couldn't control it. He was blind, and the dog was going crazy. I don't know. It just made I wasn't thinking about Stevie Wonder. I was thinking about the guy across the street that couldn't control his dog. Like, how is a seeing eye dog gonna be like violent?
But when you put them two together, it makes it even funnier. Thanks, Mike. I guess it's our cue to leave before we get banned.
And we apologize to the leader dogs of the blind, because those dogs are well trained and well behaved.
We're gonna end up working for maybe, who knows? Maybe we'll end up working for Stevie Wonder.
And on that note, y'all have a good night. Thanks for joining the show. Like, subscribe, donate.
Oh no!
Like, subscribe, donate. Bye.
See, she took control. She was in the room.
Because I just want to know how you're gonna read my resume. Goodbye.